Hey guys, welcome to another video. I know I preach consistency all the time and I haven't uploaded in a while, but I am back. I have had some requests for some videos, which I will get to. I just want to do this video because it's very important. It's to do with Instagram having another big change. I've put together something, it's not a presentation, it's not a document, it's kind of like a graphic sort of thing, and I'm going to talk you through it. So essentially what I've done is I've made an Instagram carousel and I'm going to talk you through it. I have posted this on Instagram, some of you may have seen it, but I do actually just want to walk you through slide by slide. There's a real strategy behind every single one of these, and once you see it and understand, you're never going to look at a carousel the same way again. So on this first slide where it says how to grow your Instagram without Reels, now I want you to think why that works. Because everyone, including me, every single person in the social media space tells you the same thing. Reels, Reels, Reels. Post more Reels. You can only grow with Reels. So the second you say without Reels in a post, it sounds almost wrong, right? It's a pattern interrupt. And people stop scrolling because their brain goes, wait, well, what do you mean without Reels? This is the curiosity gap. And notice what I'm doing here as well. I'm not giving the answer. I'm just making a statement. I'm not explaining anything yet. The only job of slide 1 is to make you need to swipe to find out. That's literally it. Because you've got to think, if the first slide answers the question, nobody's going to swipe. And the carousel dies right from the get-go. So slide 1 essentially earns the swipe and everything else comes after. So to revive your Instagram account, follow this one rule. No Reels, only carousels. Here's everything I know. That's slide 2. So you swipe and here's where I pay off that hook. The one rule is leaning into carousels. Now, of course, I do want to be really clear because I don't want everyone just suddenly running off and deleting all their Reels. That is not what I'm saying. And I'm not saying Reels are dead and that you should never post one again. I am not saying that. I just want to make that clear. What I'm actually saying is if your account's gone flat or your reach has died, and if you're posting and nothing's moving, carousels are the format that's quietly carrying everyone's reach right now, and it's something people don't know about, and almost nobody is leaning into them properly. So here's what everyone's doing, right? They're grinding out Reels every single day, they're burning themselves out and then wondering why the views are not coming in and why nothing's converting. Meanwhile, the format that's actually getting rewarded is sitting right there in front of them and they're just ignoring it. And it's not your fault if you didn't know about this, it's just simply Instagram's fault. Always changing. But essentially this whole slide basically flips the whole approach on its head, and then right at the bottom I say here's everything I know with the arrow, which does two things. It tells you I'm about to give you the real stuff, and it sets up the entire rest of the carousel as the proof. And I'm making a promise here that the next slide has to deliver on. Okay, so slide 3. The data nobody's talking about. A DM share is worth 14 times a like. A reply to comments, 10 points. A like is only worth 0.5. Carousels get shared in DM more than any other format right now. That's why they're quietly outperforming Reels. This is slide 3. So this is the slide that does all the heavy lifting. This is the data, and this is the part that people genuinely have no idea about. So a DM share is worth 14 times more than a like. Let that actually sink in. And then look at the rest, right? A reply to comments, 10 points. A like is only worth 0.5. So you need to understand how the algorithm's actually scoring things right now. And I'm gonna be the one to say it, likes are pointless. Likes do not mean anything. They do not boost the video. They are basically pointless. They're essentially just a participation trophy. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong, likes feel good, they make the numbers go up. But in terms of actually pushing your post to new people, it doesn't do that. The whole game now is shares and real conversation. That is what moves you. And here's the part that ties it all together. Carousels get sent in the DM more than any other format right now, even more than Reels. And that's why they're quietly outperforming. It's not just like some trick that's going on right now, it's just that the carousel naturally triggers the exact behavior the algorithm values the most. Somebody seeing it and going, oh my god, I have to send this to him, I have to send this to her. Whereas a Reel gets watched and scrolled past usually, and a good carousel is the thing getting sent. Then I've got slide 4, me saying why carousels actually work. Swipes are the new watch time, they get sent via DMs more than Reels do. Saves outweigh likes on explore page. One afternoon, a full week of posts. Save this. This is slide 4. So let me actually break this down properly because I don't want you to just take my word for it. I want you to understand all the mechanics behind it. So first of all, swipes act like watch time. On a reel, the algorithm watches how long you stay for, but on a carousel, every swipe is basically the same signal. It's you saying, this was worth sticking around for. So a carousel that makes people swipe all the way to the end is basically sending the same thing to Instagram's algorithm as like a reel if you watch it the whole way through. Second thing, they get sent in DMs way more than reels do. That's the 14 times a like thing again. The share is the most powerful signal that there is, and this is the format that gets shared most. Third, so saves outweigh the likes on Explore page, and carousels are the single most savable format that there is because people save things they want to come back to. So something with good tips in it, good advice, like a good list, something useful, something aesthetic. People save it to find it again later. And every save it gets tells Instagram, show this to more people. This is what the people want. And then the last one, this one's my favorite just purely for like practical reasons. One afternoon equals a full week of posts. You can sit down for one session, batch out a whole week of carousels, and you're done. You're not there filming, editing, finding audio, all of that stuff every day, slowly losing your mind. Like that reason alone is definitely why you should lean into this. That's literally why I put save this right at the bottom, because if you're a creator using Instagram to actually drive traffic, this is the slide that you want to keep and come back to. And then we have slide 5. So this is the formula. Slide 1, curiosity gap, never the answer. Slide 2, the setup, why now, why this matters. Slide 3, the deepest point, one stat and one truth. Slide 4, how to actually do it. Slide 5, the payoff, the reveal they swiped for. Slide 6, comment bait. And I'm literally using this on you now. So this slide is my actual formula. This is the skeleton I use for genuinely every or most carousels that I make. So if you take a screenshot of one slide in this whole thing, make it this one essentially. So slide 1, the curiosity gap, it's never the answer, just enough to make them need to swipe. We already talked about this one. Slide 2, the setup, why now, why this matters, you're building the case. Slide 3, so that's the deepest point, so one stat, one truth, and I literally mean one. Don't cram like 5 things in here. The slide that tries to say everything basically says nothing. So pick the single most powerful thing and let it breathe. Slide 4 is how to actually do it. This is where you can get practical and give them something to actually use. Slide 5, the payoff, the reveal that they've been swiping all the way through for. This is what you promised on slide 1 and you finally delivered it. And then slide 6, the comment bait, a question that pulls a real reply. Not just thoughts, so something specific enough that people actually will type a proper answer, because remember, comments as well are worth 10 points. And here's the thing, I'm literally using this exact formula on you right now. This entire video is built off the same skeleton. And that's no coincidence, I'm using it on you so you can see it working in real time. And then we have slide 6, so this is the last slide, and if you forget everything else in this video, this is the one to remember. The algorithm rewards these actions in this exact order. The share comes first, that's the big one, the 14 times one. The comment comes second, the save comes third, and the like, dead last. It barely even means anything. So look at how backwards everyone's behavior is right now. The entire internet is out there optimizing for likes. Like everyone's just chasing likes, posting things, hoping for likes, celebrating likes, and the like is the least valuable thing on this entire slide. In the entire algorithm, people are out there chasing the one signal that does not matter. And again, I've added on the slide send to a friend. So people might send this to each other being like, oh my God, look, like we've been doing it wrong. And essentially this is gonna boost my carousel. So flip it before you post anything, and I literally mean anything. Ask yourself this one question. Who sends this to a friend and what are they going to type when they send it? If you can't answer that, genuinely the post is not going to travel. It doesn't matter how good you look in it. It doesn't matter how good the edits are. If there's no reason for someone to send it to a friend, the algorithm has nothing to work with. The posts that are winning right now are the ones where people see it and they're like, oh my God, I have to send this to a friend. Like a hot take, a call out. Something so relatable, it's basically just sat there ready to be forwarded to someone. Which is exactly why on my slide I said send this to a friend at the bottom. So that is the carousel and the actual thinking behind it. None of it is random, every single slide has its own job. And if you got something out of this, the best thing you can do is put it into practice. And obviously, as an OF creator, you're not going to be creating information-based carousels, so make sure to get creative. I've just done it this way so I can explain the reasoning behind it and then basically, yeah, use it on you guys in real time. But you can use the same skeleton with your posts to promote your OF subtly. So instead of doing a photo shoot and having 20 of like very similar photos in one carousel, mix it up, make people want to keep scrolling. If it's just you changing pose by like 1mm in each slide or maybe a facial expression, that is not going to keep someone hooked to scroll all the way to the end. And I'm also not saying don't post normal feed posts without text on screen and stuff, because obviously you can still do that. This is just an extra growth method that you can try. And do not stop posting reels, that is not what I'm saying. Reels are still very, very strong on Instagram. And you can use the same thing in your reels, like make it shareable, make people want to save it. Don't just aim for likes. If you'd like, DM me on Instagram. I'll put my Instagram on screen here, Erin Maddie OFM. DM me the word carousel and I will send you an idea that you can personally use. But yeah, this was a short video. I'm sorry I haven't been posting recently. Everything's been hectic, but I will stay consistent from now on. As usual, any videos you want to see, any ideas you have, drop them in the comments below. And if you found any value in this video today, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. I will be posting weekly again. But yeah, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.